There are two types of guilt. The first guilt is the guilt of all the bad shit we did, right? So all the places where we screwed up, where we wronged other people. And the second type of guilt is the guilt for not doing enough, not being enough. And there are two basic mechanisms how to let go of both of these. And let's get into the first one. So the first one is the guilt of all the past shit that we did. So this is all the bad stuff that we did to other people, all the bad stuff all the mistakes that we make, all the failures that we had. And so the first thing that we have to understand is, why are we constantly thinking about all of these past mistakes? And the answer to this is pretty simple. When you experience emotional pain, and that could be from failing a test, you experience the pain of failure. And now that you've experienced this pain, whatever the pain was, whether it was embarrassment or shame or failure, the mind goes to work to make sure that you never re-experience that pain ever again. It's a protection. The mind's primary function is to protect us. And so the way it has come up with protecting you, if you're here watching this video, is by constantly reminding you of the mistakes of the past so that you don't repeat them. And I think that makes pretty clear sense to everybody. If the mind is constantly thinking about all those little mistakes, then the chances is the belief that you won't repeat those same mistakes. But the problem is that in the beginning, this worked. It helped you prevent making mistakes. But as this voice in your head, this repetition, this reminder of how shitty you are, persisted, it began to steal your peace. Now you can't even think about anything without thinking about all the mistakes that you had made. This leads into indecision and self-doubt and ends up freezing you. This is why it is a gigantic limitation. So in order to transcend this, the first thing is that if we've wronged somebody else, we have to make amends. And this is why this is a step in AA, as you go make amends. And so you want to do this only in scenarios where it wouldn't make the situation better. We're not looking to do this for our own healing, really. It is also for the healing of the other person. So if you don't feel like making amends is going to help the other person heal, then don't. You can work on letting this go from within. But essentially, all of the karmic connections, all of the karmic ties that we have with other people, we want to make sure that they are broken. And so this has to be done through seeking forgiveness for the wrongs that you have done others. So that's step one.